Hey, this is Ross Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Damn the Man, Save the Music. And for this, I found a bunch of public domain punk music from the 80s and 90s, thanks to the Noise Arch archive. This is Intoxicated. This song is called Waiting in the Breadline, and we have their entire mixtape here.
And that's cool, but I could have sworn at the beginning of that was their alto sax bleeding out Heroes in a Half Shell. I could be wrong, but it sounded so much like
well, I mean, maybe. So this is this is an indie storytelling RPG about working in a record store. We'll say 1989. It's called Revolution Records, and so.
Scott, we are bleeding fucking edge. So clear.
Yeah.
How many years till Real Big Fish?
Yeah, we are avant-garde as fuck in 1989.
So we don't know where this is. It doesn't matter. Somewhere in the US.
Still actual Jamaicans playing ska at this point.
So it's going to be a big day here at Revolution Records. A big shot, potential melon. Is coming to do a record signing.
That's his name.
That's his name. Potential Melon.
That's not like slang.
Well, his real name is Chucky Spoo. Grandson of the owner, Colonel Spoo. But he's, of course, the sole member of the genre Gallagher Corps, which is quite popular. Well, it's been more popular, but it still draws a crowd. So, but the store's opening. So let's go ahead and go from left to right and introduce your character. Actually, let's say who's getting there first. Who shows up first at Revolution Records?
1, 2, 3, Herbert.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like one of the more the responsible one who's just getting over there in the morning, unlocking everything, starting the coffee, and getting ready. So
of course the sound system immediately turns on playing this as it's a pain in the ass to it's just wired to the lights at this point. So
Jesus fucking Christ, can we get the Buggles once when I try this?
So who's next?
I mean, Felix Space Case is going to be last, so...
Probably.
Sydney comes in wearing what she wore yesterday.
Hey, what is that?
It's a checkered cocktail dress with a leather jacket and a fedora hat, because she's the one girl on Earth that listens to ska. She rolls in from the club or wherever she washed up last night.
All right.
So, that's like hard night on the dance floor?
It was a good one. I have my butt hurts. All the skanking. I'm tired.
That's the problem when you let the trombone player get behind you constantly.
Oh no, I don't date trombonists anymore.
You're in the flugal now. I'm sorry, that was different.
By the way, what is Herbert wearing?
Just worn out jeans, flannel shirt, and
don't objectify Sydney Ross.
Flannel shirt. Chucks and I'm trying to think what the band for that. Oh no, a cameo shirt.
Yep.
So
That's the word.
Cameo shirt.
Cameo shirt.
Wow, we're not going to sell any records.
All right.
Go to a record store in 1989, guys wearing a cameo shirt.
Yeah.
Just turn around.
All right. Next up, finally,
Rob, the Space Case, rolls in about 5 minutes late, possibly 7.
yeah.
Didn't bother fucking checking. Sorry. Old combat boots, Dinosaur Jr. t-shirt, a bit shaggy, and not paying attention to where he's fucking going. Halfway trips over a box of who knows what the fuck. Oh, those are getting signed?
Yeah, potential melon CDs and cassettes. You know.
Who the fuck listens to that?
No, we had to drag that up from storage because of the fucking kernel.
I mean, in '89, they're probably laser discs. So
There were CDs.
There were CDs.
oh, they were by then?
Yeah.
Oh, right, damn.
There were still cassettes though.
There were definitely cassettes.
They got the little tall thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hated those things.
All right. So the Colonel Spoo, the boss, who is quite old, actually makes a rare appearance.
We salute.
Yeah,
As he demands.
He wears his World War I uniform.
Also, he has his sidearm by him at all times, so we don't want to get shot at.
Yeah,
but it
again.
is a water gun.
Yeah.
By order of the court.
Troops at ease. At ease. By the way, have the provisions of mushrooms come in?
Yes, Colonel, they're in the larder.
Yes, excellent. I like Patton. I was once served in the Roman Legion and would like to commune at some point. But my estranged grandson, who has disgraced the Spoo name, he's besmirched Spoo one too many times. But as one last chance for redemption, we shall give him a chance to bring Spoo forth and to the masses. We're he is
Everyone's making terrible faces.
he's doing a record signing today as his nom de plume of potential
Profits?
Melon.
melon, yes.
Is it?
So we need many people here. Remember, it's an extra $5 to get his signature. Is John Hancock, the Spoo Hancock, as it were. The Spoocock. I should think
The larder, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we have. I'm not sure if you know this, but we have investors who are demanding dividends immediately.
No.
A big. I shan't speak more.
Does it have something to do with the Cyrillic on the window this morning?
Who told you that?
I saw.
Are you
walking
a
in.
G-man? You have to tell me.
I've proven my loyalty, Colonel, and bring up a water gun.
Yeah.
Pretend to shoot myself. Come back up. Sorry, sir. The traitor's dead.
Good work. Excellent intelligence work there. Reconnoiter. We need a lot of people, or this store, or this shall be our last battle. They will win, and we can't let the commies win. The revolution goes on. Against the commies.
Indeed, Colonel. Yes. Salute.
He staggers out.
Yes.
By the grace of God, there goes the man who never understood innuendo.
All right, so that's your opening montage. You have your marching orders. At some point, Chucky Spoo's showing up. So you need to get ready for that. So who wants to do their first spotlight scene of the game?
1, 2, 3, roll.
I will. I'll tell you what. I will be wrangling this.
Well, he's not here yet, so this is opening. So
All right.
I have ideas for tasks.
Okay.
One I've already mentioned beforehand, which was going out trying to promote the advertise the big event, hanging up posters, passing out flyers. Would you lie to meet your quota? Are you banned from the copy shop after the unfortunate butt cheek incident? You need a PR person, but they've got to settle for you.
Remember that I struggle with simple concepts. If it's an easy task, it is not going to happen normally. Mm-hmm. So setting up a table is a lifetime challenge.
Okay. All right, so you could set up. So
You can set up tarps for the splash zone.
Oh yeah, you could set up. Yeah.
Have the potential melon concert. We can't have it get on the merchandise.
Setting up the melon smashing.
All right.
So you need to get the melons in the tarp and the stuff like that. And you need
Also,
to clear
the
out
Colonel
some
will think
space
he's
in the
back in
store.
Vietnam.
That sounds like a good setting that up. So
All right. So I'm setting up the tables, the semi-stage thing, which is probably an old pallet from out back, and debating what really deserves a tarp.
okay. Oh, okay. So that's difficult. You can't damage the good merchandise, but there's always those records that are never going to sell.
An enormous cameo section we have. Someone bought an inventory.
Hey, I just got this shirt because the rest of mine were dirty, okay? It's still word up.
So you already role-played a little about how you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So at this point, you get your choice. You have your 3 options. And then we can once you choose one, we can either role-play how you do that, or you could roll to determine if you succeed or not, and then role-play it.
I think in this case, I'm actually going to try to clear up a little bit since I'm debating what deserves to get covered. Maybe I could like figure out, is Herbert still pissed about those call-ins and the constant prodding about his musical taste? As I choose not to cover things.
Okay, so you're trying to make his relationship cool with Herbert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's clear shit up with Herbert.
All right. So Herbert,
That one fits in.
why isn't your relationship cool with him? With Rob right now.
It mainly goes back to when we were both in college and the part where he constantly made fun of me for professing that Yes was the greatest band of the 70s.
Okay. So you're bringing up old painful memories.
Yes.
All right.
Well, to the point where it's like, I think the actual term was a that's like leotard wearing pussy. So.
Actually, I think it was, again, I'm still sticking with, listen, prog rock, especially as album covers with a bunch of shit in the middle, okay? It's just noises associated with it, and that's all it is.
This is how you're being cool.
This was the past.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the past, so yeah.
So I'm figuring out how to patch that shit up.
Yeah. So what would it take to patch things up?
So I guess while I'm covering things up, Herbert,
Yeah.
is it about that? Is it about? I know the new funk stuff really isn't your main jam.
Okay, actually, look down at the cameo shirt again. Again. So okay, well.
Are you still mad about that Yes shirt?
The one that you actually that's like the one that you sprayed painted right now and immediately said that the lead that they need to get into opera and get out of rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so that was a favorite shirt of mine just because my dad gave that to me, but it's just a shirt, man. So I mean it's okay. So.
Tell you what, I mean, I feel like we got to olive branch this because I mean just saying yes doesn't work, but still we got to olive branch this. So tell you what, just for right now, because we're homies, right? Yeah. I totally didn't slip acid in your drink the other day, okay? Anyhow, listen, I'll move the cover to actually cover the Yes albums. Look, watch me. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Drop the cover 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do that, and I appreciate it. Just put out my hand. I'll be the roundabout.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
So are you cool with him?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So you can.
He's saving the stuff I like. So
Yeah, there is an ambiguity. It doesn't say if you're both cool with each other.
yeah, I was about to say, would that I would presume that would make us both okay, or
I'm not sure.
unless there's a specific other issue that we have to address.
I mean, you could.
How do you want to run it? I mean,
you can mark it off. You're cool with him. You might be mad at him. I mean,
or I might still be mad at him.
Yeah, you might be mad. So it's up to you, Sean. Do you want him to do something for you?
I'm going to say for the purposes of this narrative for right now, I'm okay with just kind of keeping it brief and then...
Okay, so you're both cool with each other?
Yeah, we've resolved this
All right.
temporarily until next month.
All right, so, they've had a spat, but they're patching it up. But now you have to see if you can actually cover those tarps, protect the store. So you roll 1 die, because you chose to do that. And then as the man, I get to roll 1 die. All right, you succeed.
Yay, tarps!
You actually get to do it successfully.
I crawl out to one of them.
Yeah, he's done for the morning. He's had a big morning. That was the first scene, and no troubles advanced.
All right.
So who wants the next spotlight?
I'll take it. So
All right.
So
Herbert, we still one of you needs to advertise it because I did mention.
I will go ahead and do that. I figure the best way is since we're part of the record stores, we probably get some promo materials from the local radio stations. Because did we ever determine where exactly our what city we're in, or
Nope.
We're in the city.
the city? So, but I'll say at least maybe Modern Manager. We get freebies all from the time, so we have numbers, but or where people may have called in to say like, hey, we're going to get this thing because that was cool. So I'm going to spend the next hour trying to figure out which radio station is going to be the exact one and kind of calculating the potential odds of it, because I have to make simple things very overly complicated, other than just calling them up and saying, hey, can you... yeah, exactly. Hey, can you put them on? So I have to figure out what is what mathematically is the precise, is the most ideal one.
Okay, so you're calling the radio stations to tell them about the signing way more complicated than it is.
Yeah, so just overly discussing it. It's like, this is the music that they produce. Have you ever heard it? Yeah, it's like it's kind of the potential energy of the fruits going out into the audience and covering them all up, and you're supposed to feel like the juice of the music, if you can really understand my calling or the phrasing of it, and or the way, or the kinetic force of the hammer going forward. So it's I'm trying to.
What if his gimmick is he never actually crushes the fruit? He's just like,
It's potential melon.
I'm gonna do it. No.
That's actually harder than not crushing. Like,
Oh no! Sorry,
if you can swing 90% of the sledgehammer.
You're confusing that with melon teas. This is potential melon.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So,
Same scene.
all right. So you're advertising. So what else are you doing?
Let's see. While I'm doing it, because I'm trying to figure out other ways to make this even more complicated to that. And does the Colonel have a 1980s Motorola cell phone that maybe his grandson bought for him?
There's inexplicably one. There's a piece of duct tape on it that says Big Mickey on it.
So I'm going to use that to also get on my. I'll take it with me as I'm also simultaneously trying to call people.
Okay.
I take some of the duct tape, put it around my head so it can be right here and just dial the numbers while I'm stapling up.
It sounds like you're doubling down. Are you really focused on the task? Or are you going to try and also repair a relationship? Or are you going to go for your personal goal as well?
I'm going to double down on this.
All right, yeah, no, that's definitely doubling down.
Yeah.
Like you have two phones. He's doing all these calculations. All right, so
again, making simple things overly complicated. So
90s hacking doesn't happen.
yeah.
all right, so for the double down.
All right, so I roll one die. You roll two dice.
Okay.
Highest one wins. So I roll a 2. So unless you roll 2 ones.
4.
All right. So yeah, all the radio stations are buzzing about it.
Just come back in there sweating, the cell phone falling off of the temporary duct tape harness I've made for it. I am the ultimate PR man.
Yeah, you are.
Give me a Gatorade.
They only have Faygo here.
That hasn't happened yet.
Jesus
Aaron.
Christ. The universe where ICP's been around since the 80s.
Faygo predates ICP.
I don't want to live there.
It was actually, it's actually way outside of the distribution route. There's just literally a truck in the back with a hijacked shipment pallet of Faygo.
It's from a different state, but the plates are missing.
Yeah.
I don't want to see when Faygo came out. So.
So Sydney,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's think of a task for you. If you have an idea, you can do that. But what is Sydney's usual morning responsibility?
I could go to the college and get more people for the show, or have we already done
You can give me a sequence as well, Aaron. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What's the what? Where at the local college, or what kind? What's your tactic?
I'm going to hold up a sign
Yeah.
in a quad
Okay.
saying a potential meta of the show. Trust my girlish charm over the rest.
Okay. All right. So Sydney drives a. What does she drive? How does she get there? Is it?
Oh,
or
it's
is
a
it
VW bug, and we all knew that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so
Is Revolution Records close to the university or not?
Yes, yeah.
All right. It's a short drive. People are noticing, but what else are you trying to do? Are you using this to play hooky and do something else?
No, but I will say that while I'm in the quad, I do see private first class tumbles.
Yeah.
The cat that ran away.
The cat that ran away. Yeah.
So I have to catch. I'm just comically with a poster board in one hand chasing after this cat that has an inner ear infection, and
Yeah.
it is just sort of tumbling around the quad. Yeah.
Remarkably adapted evasion.
Yeah. He
yeah.
recovers quickly,
He recovers quick.
but fails often.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I can picture it out. So with that in mind,
This song is playing in the background as
Yeah.
an adorable Benny Hill
yeah,
sort of thing happens, running across the quad. Yeah, it's gotta be up tempo for
Yeah.
a cat chase. Your average cat chase
Yeah,
scene. Everyone knows it.
yeah. All right, so for this, you get one die only, and you can choose to use it on your goal or on the task at hand. So, well, you can roll. You can choose after you roll.
Okay.
I roll a 3.
I will use it for the goal, and then no, not the goal. The task, and then but I failed at the goal,
Yeah.
so I check a box. Right.
Yes.
So
Which one are you? I'm determined.
Does it matter?
I mean, it's a role playing thing. You can choose.
Sure. Yeah, he gets away,
Yeah.
but I want him all the more.
Yeah. Exactly. And you spotted him. It's your first time spotting
Yeah.
him. Since,
Yeah.
yeah.
But my plan for Private First Class Tumbles is to video record him with a fancy new camcorder, and
All right.
then get money to save the store on funniest domicile recordings with Sob
Baggett.
Baggett.
Sob back. All right. All right. So,
But I imagine a hot girl in a checkered dress running around a quad with
Yeah.
a poster board chasing a cat
yeah.
for hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Your morning
Probably
kind of
made
disappears.
some college people curious.
Yeah.
Because I did get a 5.
Hey, what are you doing? What's that? Oh, look at the show. Here, hold this. Yeah. Tumbles. So yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, the morning flies by, and crowds start appearing. In fact, there's a line outside the door, which is this is the first time it happened. Maybe the first time that you've ever seen it working here. I don't know. How long have you all worked here?
3 years.
A year.
Less than a year.
Okay, and you've probably seen it.
The cat? No,
No. Yeah, no, the lines.
The lines. I mean, we don't really get lines here. Like as long as I've been here. The fuck?
Yeah.
Are you just like turned around staring at a wall
I'm, like, listening.
away from the door
Like
and it's locked?
there's that like light stare leaning on the counter, staring forward, not right towards the door.
Okay, yeah, you haven't been here this long, but this is where the fun comes in. We can actually come to the colonel, and tell him that the Jerrys are at the gate. So, and he will
Why?
because it's funny.
Don't ruin this for me. The cops never come here. This is the perfect front.
It's not the cops here.
I could retire here. We've got to save this place. It's perfect.
All right, so
It's invulnerable. What the fuck
with
are you talking
attention comes more problems. In that case, what's this? The boss. The Jerrys.
about? Yes, Bob.
The Huns are at the door. He has got his hand on a pop gun. So pop, pop, pop. Some of the people scatter. Others like, oh well, cool, man. But he goes off tearing ass into the woods. Behind Revolution Records.
I turned to Rob.
And if the cops find him, they'll bring him back.
You
You
went
can
to
do
the
a
woods this
welfare
time. You owe me
check.
5.
It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be bad.
You thought he was going to
man.
go. You thought he was going to go to Southside.
Oh, I thought he was going to go into traffic.
I think the space case has to chase the colonel. Because I've seen this movie, and that's the job for that architect.
Yeah, so, well, you can all talk it out in character, because that's obviously one of the tasks. Also, Chucky Spoo is showing up.
All right.
Okay. You seem less likely to kill him. Do you want to take care of him? Sydney, good job.
I'll go get the colonel.
Thank you.
We'll deal with stuff over here.
I'm gonna go in the woods. Hang on. Oh, hey, before I go, listen, you know what I'm talking about? You know.
You haven't paid me since last time. All right.
Fine. Hold.
It's not rent a weed.
Here, okay. Last time was how
Number
much?
here if you need me.
I tell him an amount.
Yeah.
Money unit.
I'll double it. You're paid up and in full for today.
That would make it cool.
Well, I mean, so are you going
That's
to be
a separate thing we can.
Well, you can do it during your scene.
I'll do that. Well, make it cool.
All right, so
So you're not chasing me.
well, you can do both.
You do both.
You can do both because that's just a role playing thing.
All right.
So, so if you agree that you're cool with each other, you're cool with each other.
Cool. We're paid up. I'll leave you alone for a long time because obviously I'll be busy out in the woods.
All right. You got to roll for that, don't you?
Yeah.
No, cool. You just role play.
All right. Well, as long as I have my money, I'm cool.
Yeah. And then I see if
It's the opportunity cost for not being able to double down or
Yeah.
go after your goal.
I'm also going to be a life coach. I think you'll find yourself out there, Rob.
I certainly hope.
There was this book I was assigned to read in high school by this Therow, and Therow went into Weldon, and he sat in this pond, and he really became chill. So
He also almost got his ass kicked by David Hume. So
yes, but he was chill.
how's this? As long as
And,
myself is,
and hey, I think when you're in those woods, I think you're gonna get it all figured out.
as long as you don't mean find yourself is the same as finding the Colonel, because I do not want to be that.
Yeah. So now, one thing is also other players can jump in to help narrate bits for certain scenes. So this has to be. I imagine this has got to be quite challenging to get the Colonel back. So what is the situation of? We already established that there's a truck, probably the wheels are gone. It's on blocks, and there's just a pallet of Faygo back there that's just been sitting in the back of this truck for a while.
In the sun.
Yeah, in the
I
yeah.
think these woods are like the kind of.
But it's free, so you've all been drinking it because it's free.
I think it's just like the kind of backwoods with junk-filled hollows.
Junk-filled
I've
house.
worked at this music.
So what else is back there? What are the other challenges? What is the Colonel doing? So one of you could describe what the woods are like, and one of you could choose what the Colonel's doing. Caleb, do you want to describe what the Colonel's doing?
I just want to say one time I worked at a music store where a guitar teacher got really pissed off at the guy who owned the store and quit in a big huff, but then his car wouldn't start, so he left it, and it stayed there for months to the point where we opened it. And for some reason, he had 5 cubes of Mountain Dew in the back of his truck. And we did drink that night.
After it had been out there for a while.
Yes.
I'm glad I tapped into something primordial about
Just to be
record
clear.
sample.
Yeah, you really hit me right here. I don't remember what you were saying, but I was just going down memory lane. I just love that guy who's like, my car wouldn't start after my big accident. Fuck it, I don't have a car anymore. And he just left and never came.
Just gonna cut away.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How did I not know about this?
It's not worth going back in to call somebody.
I can't imagine it was a good car.
No, it was terrible.
Market value $50.
Yeah.
So, what's the Colonel doing? He's in his fugue state. Where is he heading? What is his?
Am I chasing the Colonel?
No. You can just describe. You can help narrate it.
Well, he'll probably go for the nearest trench.
Or he's dug 5 foxholes
any
out there.
indentation. He just
So-
sort of
One of those junk-filled hollows.
lays,
Yeah.
into
Okay,
it.
so he's heading for a trench. What is the nearest trench, Aaron?
Well, actually, it would be a foxhole that we actually helped him dig because the last time in his view,
Oh, it's like a cat trap. You put a box out,
exactly
so they won't sit on your
Yeah,
keyboard.
exactly, because the last time he went out, he almost broke his hip because he went over into the creek, and we didn't want to do it, so...
Yeah, we built steps into it.
Yeah, we made a foxhole, we put steps, and we
No,
actually...
it's an accessibility ramp.
And we marked it with a shovel so he can pretend to dig himself in deeper, so it kind of keeps him busy.
It's more like a charity that keeps, you take care of the Colonel. Sell records to help do that.
So, and yeah,
Just because I can't overstate this enough,
Yeah.
this record store is an inexplicable police dead zone. We have to keep it up.
They're paid well.
All right. So you have to get the Colonel, the cat/Colonel trap. There's a cat show up there a lot too. That's probably where you found Mr. Tumble's first time.
Oh yeah, he went right into that temporary foxhole.
So Rob, how are you approaching the Colonel?
First, I get good and fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like a little time dilation thing of like I spark up the cigarette just and then go on a wonky screamed spirit quest towards the cat trap.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what the hell I can say.
The Colonel trap.
Don't become the Colonel, but learn to think like the Colonel. What would the Colonel respond to? Who's the Colonel?
Why am I here?
What? Oh, man, I could go for some Fago. Why the fuck?
There's a pallet of Fago right there.
The emergency Fago.
All right. Let's see if you can think of something. Oh, shit.
Ghost.
Yeah. I'm rolling like shit.
I suddenly remember a whole bunch of old war movies.
Remember Verdun. Remember the Titans.
I grab some of the extra Fago, start like spraying out, anointing the area with it. Oh, the rain's kicking in. You have to get out of the trench. It's gonna drown. It's gonna drown. Get into cover. Get into the whack. Go.
Ah!
Then I sit down and drink the rest of the bottle.
All right.
See, this is actually
Yeah.
a case of going between a game of save the record store to maybe abuse the elderly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically cuckoo killers at this point. We're probably cashing his fucking social security check. We are awful.
Yeah.
But he's in debt to the mob, so that's on
There we
him.
go.
He did that when he was not senile.
Can we really be sure about that?
I mean, you don't know anyone in the mob. So that's one problem taken care of. But potential melon showing up. And
Okay.
someone has to greet potential melon.
I'm there to get him in.
Okay.
So, does he know me or?
I don't know. Does he?
Actually, because he got pretty big probably around the same time we really started college, and we knew him, and I hosted him on the radio show as a favor to the Colonel because Rob
Sure.
was working there about 3 years ago. So, and what was his first name? Chucky or
Chuck.
Charles.
no, it's like,
Charles, Chucky.
all right. I was like, I just look at there, Chuck. How's it going, man?
My name is no longer that. It's a symbol of a watermelon.
Ahead of his time.
You will hold. Here is a card. It must be at least 8 by 10. 50 pounds paperweight. It must be embossed. I'll give you one for free. Here, you must. Anytime you want to refer to me, you must hold it up respectfully with both hands for 5 seconds.
Okay, so I see you've gotten into a good print shop. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So
And I see my stage has been set up, but you need to screen these people to make sure they're worthy of being blessed. And I see a lot of these people are not sufficiently reverent towards the potentiality of watermelons and entropy being enacted upon it. His eyes are as big as dinner plates, by the way. So your task is to get him to do the thing that he's fucking supposed to do, and to make the store money. So, and you also have to choose if you're going to double down on this or I don't know. Who is your crush, by the way? That's your goal, right?
oh yeah, so find love.
Yeah, profess your love.
I'm gonna confess my love. So.
Confess your love.
Yeah.
Who are you in love with? Who's Herbert in love with?
That'll be Cheryl. She's actually one of the old. She was actually an old classmate who's since gone into microbiology, and is working on her master's. And I kind of felt bad because I finished up my degree, but I just kind of
And now you're working at a record store.
where I'm trying.
Run by a deluded World War I ex-master.
Yeah.
Because I'm just kind of waiting on that lucrative IBM internship to come in. That's
Okay.
I've applied for like 7 times.
What was Cheryl's major? Which is also
Microbiology.
All right. Well, Cheryl's in line, and she's holding 2 of his albums. She looks really enthusiastic about this.
Holy crap.
So yeah, so you could work on your goal. You could bump her to the front of the line. That would be a good way. Yeah. So of course,
or you could get potential Melon to actually perform.
yeah.
Actually, well, I got it.
You can half-ass it and try both.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
who would do that?
Okay. Actually, and I'll take her in there. All
You
right.
can, and then remember, if you fail, you can always tag in a friend. So yeah, are you working on that?
Yes, I am. But also the secondary goal kind of on to so I just kind of put my arm there, like, all right. You're right. Some of these people are absolutely not getting this, but you know who does right now? It's like, and point to Cheryl.
Yes,
like-
she is.
She's getting the acceptance right now.
Did he smell her? What the fuck?
She's only 2 of my records. She looks sufficiently reverent.
So, but she could. But if she comes up with us, we could basically serenade you into place, and then allow you to become, allow you to take your potential at the moment where everybody else is signing, rev them up to the point where they can, they are sufficiently wanting to meet you
Okay.
and to bask in your
All right.
potential watermelon seeds.
All right. Yep. Yes, that is worthy of the spoon.
Oh God! I'm sorry.
So.
Hey, Caleb,
All right.
No.
you brought it back. I'm finally taking it back.
All right. So roll your 1 die.
Unless you want to tag somebody in.
All right. I rolled a 5.
Yeah, Tag and Robin.
Well, no, you roll first.
Okay.
You can always roll 6.
Which, I'm not using the hate dice on that. So. Nope.
All right. So you failed right now, but you do have a cool relationship with Rob. So how is he going to help? So okay. So what happens is you do that, and he starts flirting with Cheryl. And
No, you've engineered your own destruction.
yes, yeah. Yes. Would you like to hold my mallet?
You reap, now you sow.
Yeah, basically.
So you reap what you sow.
Innuendo of the game, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is I have to go home and watch Empire Records immediately.
All right.
Like, if I run out of the room, that's where I'm going.
So but Rob's there. He's come back covered in sweat, and there's some Faygo stains on him.
I just kind of.
Colonel's in his office.
Oh, okay, I want to ask right now. I'm really, really, really sorry to do this.
What?
Okay, I was getting him to the point where he'd perform right now, and Cheryl's here. And
Oh,
Yeah.
her with the. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
so, and apparently she is a big fan, but he's making the potential moves on her.
A big fan of him.
I know.
Him?
I know.
Look over. Look.
Yeah. No.
Look over. Look back. Okay. Did she get the autograph already?
No, well, I think she's still waiting on it, but he's making more of those maneuvers on the dark air.
Sure.
So, please distract.
All right. I'll run interference.
Thank you.
All right. How are you running interference?
Shouldn't I have a scene?
No, this is all part of.
it's all part of
yeah,
it.
Oh, sorry.
Because he gets the. This is all like the first time he's failed.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm trying to compare a good way to it won't backfire horribly, but fuck it. All right.
Yeah, this is the first time someone's failed at their task and had to get help.
Waltz right up.
Yeah.
Because technically this means we're succeeding at not the goal, but
Well, yes. So even if you succeed, you have to. He has to choose whether that die is going towards his personal goal or towards helping the store.
okay. I'll tell you what.
Right now, he's failing both.
Mind if I just roll first, or should I just declare then roll?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, if you want to roll, see how you do that.
Figure out that way I can
Yeah.
see which way the narrative should go. That'll work.
Yes.
All right. So is he helping towards your personal goal or is he helping towards the store?
I'm being selfish at this point. My panic, so personal goal.
Okay. In that
I walk
case,
up. I'm still high as balls, chugging a Faygo.
so you're helping.
To be clear, a hot Faygo.
It's been out there for months in the weather, in the elements.
We called ours boiled dew. So the only thing we had to drink in that whole damn store.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
You did it.
We did it.
All right.
Hey, maybe honeydew. Do you mind keeping the line moving? There's a lot of people.
Who is this? Who is this miscreant? Who is this miscreant referring to me? Some of his most devoted fans are holding up like embossed cards with watermelons on them. Yes, you. He's an employee in the store. I shan't be doing signings as long as this miscreant is my view. So he causes a scene, but Cheryl gets disgusted with him. So she starts going over to you. It's like, oh God, I can't believe you have to deal with people like that.
She's not.
Oh, we haven't talked in forever.
I know.
We should, yeah.
Yeah.
So you start talking it. It's great.
When she's not looking, I give Herbert the Mentos wink and nod with the bottle, and then walk off to the back room.
So
And then take a drink and spit it out because it's
how do you-
disgusting.
So she is quite happy to see you. How do you profess your love to her? Are you going to ask her out on a date, or?
Okay, all right. Do you still have those Asia albums that I
Of course, I listen to them all the time.
Cheryl's real cool, huh? Real cool girl.
This is now fantasy genre. All right.
Cheryl and my mom can get along great.
He broke air.
Thank you. This has been a long day. I needed that. Anyway,
I'm glad we have the music here.
that's actually very appropriate. And that's one too. Okay, I've been pretty much been asking you if you wanted to hang out and listen to those at some point because it's been forever and I completed my degree and I'm still waiting on internships and I feel kind of like a loser, but I'm glad you're reading that.
Yeah. That sounds great.
You understood that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sydney could hook us up, right?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, he is having a fit and people are storming out of the store.
Meanwhile, Steve, why didn't you seal?
Let's see. So, yeah, by the way,
Dude, the bathroom door's been working for months now.
the boss went up to 2, by the way. I forgot to mention that because I did draw the boss.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah. All right, so we got hearts. So morale, your morale goes down by 1 because, the morale goes up to 2
Okay.
because you didn't take care of the trouble,
Okay.
your task. Now everyone's a little more demoralized because, despite all your good work and promotion, people, it's
I kind of
turning
So
into.
I have a chance to
You do. You
take care of the trouble before the morale goes up?
No, it's everyone's scene. It's basically everyone's individual scene. They have to prevent one of the troubles going
Oh,
on.
everyone. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, when Cheryl
I
walks
thought it was
back,
for a act, not a
No. Well, at the end of Act 1 and Act 2, one trouble goes up by 1,
Okay, all right.
regardless. But everyone, potentially, the trouble could go up by like 4 points every scene.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
actually, when Cheryl comes back in, I just kind of run up there like, Cheryl. Okay, I have a confession to make. I just pissed away all the promotion for love, and I
You mean
don't.
Sydney?
No, sorry, Sydney. Yeah, Sydney. I was like, I just pissed away all the promotion for love, and I don't think I regret it.
We're not cool, Herbert.
But it's Cheryl.
I don't know who that is.
She listens to Asia.
Oh, that doesn't help.
All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna ride the Asian joke as long as I can.
So your task could be trying to get Chucky Spoo back on track, because he's causing a lot of damage. Or let's see what else. What are some other tasks? If that sounds like a good task for you to do, hide the pod brownies. Get more people through the door.
I will.
Maybe a newspaper reporter's shown up, or who will bring a lot of attention to the store, or there's a shoplifter, or literal.
I
someone
will.
set a
No,
fire.
I have a plan.
All right. Well, what's the task? That you
So Chucky Spoo needs reverence, right? Mm-hmm. And he only responds to his symbol.
yeah.
So I will go to the door as people come in. and I will have made like a little viewing box out of tarp,
Yeah.
pointing at a piece of poster board that I've stapled to a wall, lit by a flashlight.
Okay.
And then next to it, I will have pins
Yeah.
and copier paper. And I will wait for people to come in, and I will ask if they are cool.
Okay. So you're trying to placate Chucky and get things back on track.
Well, if they're cool, I want to ask them to look into the cool hole, which is
Okay.
my little tarp window.
All right. So, Sean, what kind of people are coming in? What?
Are you sure that's not something else from the Fun Factory, Caleb?
I was just gonna say, okay, the kind of people that are coming in, who would have been into this guy? People that are starting to hit that whole yuppie scene.
Okay.
Yuppie scene.
Yeah.
They were trying to be cool before, and now they're just
A bit Patrick Bateman-ish.
yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
They just like left work for no reason, and apparently they're allowed to do this.
Okay. So they may not be too. Yeah. Are they into that? Being subjected to this kind of barrier gatekeeping?
It sounds really novel.
Okay.
I mean, he's the kind of people that would, think that eating sushi exclusively for a week would be a good idea.
Okay.
You know the type. So something super fucking novel appears suddenly. I think, yeah, they might be into it, but they are in a hurry. Time is
Yeah.
money.
All right. Very good. So while you're doing this, trying to please potential Melon.
By the way, the
Yeah.
cool hole is just a sign that says, draw watermelon equals drugs? Question mark?
All right. Are you trying to advance your own goal?
I feel like I could do both at once, because they're going to be walking around holding a picture of a watermelon.
Yeah.
Which is his sign of reference.
So you could snake. You could.
I will
check out
both
that.
be identifying potential customers while they're appeasing him.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead. I will roll.
I'll double down on this.
All right. Okay. So you're doubling down.
Yeah.
All right. I got a 4.
I beat you both times.
All right. You focus on that.
You dice are fucking great.
Yeah. Chucky, I'm sorry, potential Melon is quite placated. As you. Yeah. And,
Accepting money from everyone.
yeah, you're snatching money for everybody. The record store is doing okay. The sales are, you get a lot of sales, a lot of signed albums. As Chucky, packs up and heads up.
Music,
He does music, yeah.
which is apparently what is playing now.
I think we switched to Radiant.
So it's like blindfold himself.
I don't know what
Hold
potential
him.
melon sounds like, but I feel like it could be something this
Just
awful.
like waving it over the melon as
Yeah, he blindfolds himself and just slightly over.
Yeah, this is a different group. This is called Radiant with an E at the end.
Maybe he just sets up like a giant theremin,
Yeah.
and the hammer is what. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, people really want that 1950s sci-fi movie soundtrack.
80s.
Well, when you add the melon explosion into it, it really
Pops.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, that's everybody's seen.
So I accomplished my task.
You did accomplish your task. No. You doubled down.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
is that?
You double. Yeah. But your personal goal is still done.
Yeah.
But of course, things never go quite the same. 5 clubs community. All right. It looks like there's another store nearby, and someone has gotten wind that someone's selling drugs here. So what's the other store nearby? The angry shopkeeper who doesn't want this to turn into a drug den, or maybe a sub shop owner.
Jeez.
TCBY.
Mormon centaurs.
Yeah.
It's a leather goods shop
Leather goods
run
shop.
by Mormons.
All right.
They
Yeah.
sell saddles and chaps.
Yeah. Really popular. for some-
Primarily to the homosexual community, though they don't know. 'Cause they're
Or are they
that-
just lying to
They are
themselves?
that clueless.
All right. Well, they do know what the devil's lettuce is afoot.
Yes.
So everyone raised community to 2. It's becoming a little more of a problem. And we begin Act 3. As after, Chucky Spoo, packs up and leaves. But there's still things to do. Let's see here. Well, maybe Chucky Spoo hasn't left yet. Maybe even though the signing's still supposed to go on, but, he's out of watermelons and he's just kind of, at this point, sitting at a table, bored, and
Maybe
because
he's determined to somehow not be estranged from his strange grandfather,
Yeah, he could be trying to talk to his grandfather,
which is a difficult task.
yeah.
Although I go back around like, hey Chuck, don't put the cantaloupe in front of him. He thinks it's a caltrope.
Let's see here.
Odd. It's an odd thing to think is a caltrope.
Or maybe you're just a little short and you need some sort of brilliant last-minute money-making scheme. Maybe a tip jar, or maybe trying to sell someone on special editions, or you could try and offload some of that Faygo you have.
What will we drink?
Water.
So,
Actual Pepsi that we can buy from the
I can't get through the day without a good hot Faygo.
all right.
Sounds like the worst cocktail ever.
Faygo.
Or a terrifying sex move.
God. Or there's a problem in the storage closet. There's some sort of weird noise going on in it. Is it Mr. Tumbles? Private Tumbles?
I
Yeah.
sprint.
All right.
I have to see.
Did he get into the Faygo?
As you unlock the door, you rip open the door. It's not Mr. Tumbles, unfortunately. It's someone who's high on something, covered in watermelon. You remember him as one of the people who was front row for the watermelon burstings. He was just like opening his mouth trying to eat the watermelon, and he's just having a religious experience. And he doesn't want to come out of the closet. He wants to actually. Well, you don't know what he's babbling about. He's just thrashing around. So
What'd you take, man?
so
Blueies? Blackies?
So is this your
Zippies?
trouble? Yeah.
Zika? Tortilla flak jackets?
I drank some stuff. I drank some stuff. I drank some stuff. I drank it. I drank it. I drank it.
All right, just come with me.
I need music to soothe me. Y'all have any of that Cameo? I love
Yeah,
that.
we do.
Yeah.
It's right this way.
All right.
I'm leading him out the back.
Okay. So what else are you doing? Actually, how are you guys doing?
Actually, he's coming back. Actually, just putting up right now. Word up, and finding just a Walkman that says Cameo Emergency on it.
What kind of music store are we?
That's not the music
It's not a store. It's that employee.
Why would we have that?
Maybe
This isn't the first time this has happened.
Yeah, you haven't been here the longest.
Good.
There's just
No, it's like every 3 months. This guy. So.
Yeah.
I was just gonna put him in the foxhole and cover him with a tarp.
The foxhole's kind of wet.
That would not bother me.
I hand the Walkman to you. Just hook him in. He'll be fine.
Sure, I take a tarp and the crazy guy and a walk full to the brim with Cameo.
All right.
And I'm gonna go put him in a hole.
Are you also going to look for Mr. Tumbles?
Well, I'm sure he'll show up out there.
All right. So you're splitting your. That's what you're choosing.
Yeah.
All right.
She's really lucky. The other 3 times. The other time.
So I get 2 dice now, right?
In the codpiece.
Yeah. Let's
Because
see.
I failed once
that's
and I'm
second
determined.
I know.
Yes, you get. Just give it a moment. I just want to double check because I want to make sure I get this right. Role playing, resolving scenes, 3 dice higher, blah blah blah. Hope from friends.
God, this is some definite leave the record store. We would like to close music.
God, those dark days before Semisonic got there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let's see.
They're still looking at the guitars. Time to turn on the Gregorian chants.
Oh, fuck it, the Ace of Base isn't working.
Ooh. Penalty.
Yeah, you
That's when you're trying to
that.
drive them out. That's the thing.
Okay, I'm not. Well, maybe.
Open friends and play. If your dice are tied, use an area to control.
But anything you use to drive them out, you have to be able to handle.
You always put forth his higher die, so if you spent the last thing juggling responsibilities, blah blah blah, you have to beat this. The first time you shoot your go, you only have to roll one die. You have to, So, yeah, you get to roll 2 dice. One of them is for your task, and one of them is for your goal. But you have to beat this. Whatever, both dice have to beat this number. 4.
Ugh, one's tied.
So ties, remember, you're writing it forward, which means someone else has a chance to resolve it. So also, if you're cool with anybody, you can call them in for help.
As I am putting the tarp over the head of the insanely stoned man and dragging him around the parking lot as I chase Tumbles,
Yeah.
I scream for Rob that I will forgive the rest of his tab if he can catch this damn cat.
All right.
What? We had a cat?
Yeah, PFC Tumbles!
Oh, I thought that was a dog. It just
Catch the cat!
well, the first year it didn't move. So I stumble out and start roll over the hood of a car or something.
Rob, only you can do this. PFC Tumbles has an inner ear problem. Only you are disoriented enough to predict his movements.
All right, you re-roll a die.
Rob, be the cat.
How many people am I supposed to be to
Rob,
find
be
myself?
the
Damn it.
cat.
Be the inner ear infection.
Damn it, Rob.
I knocked myself out on the hood of a car. Okay, I'm about cat. Just dive forward and boom.
Yeah.
Mercedes.
You have one more
girlfriend.
chance to catch the cat.
Shit.
All right. Well, actually, which one are you writing forward? One of them you can choose.
I will ride forward while I was chasing the cat, the extremely high man wandered away covered in a tarp.
Okay.
So I'm sure that will come back to haunt us.
Blaring cameo.
As I've lost track of that man under a tarp, blaring cameo and stoned out of his mind.
You also, as you start tumbles away, there's a flyer about your store on his that just like the Fago acted as a glue and just kind of stuck to
He
it.
got into the Fago?
Yeah.
You can't have that.
Yeah. I drink too much.
Actually, it's like 2 days later. We're gonna
You
get.
can't have too many hot Fagos.
Yeah, 2 days later, report. And it's like, hey, we have the guy in the mini mall next door.
I mean, the
saying-
chemistry of a Fago does not start great. Under the catalyst of truck heat. That is
It's like,
It's
hey,
a recipe for disaster.
hey, the guy next door is complaining about a plastic ghost that just keeps screaming.
Oh, okay. So, let's see here.
He keeps
could
imploring us
try
to put
and-
our hands in the air like we just don't care.
One of you needs to deal with the confrontation between Chucky and Colonel Spoo. And then one of you needs to figure out a way to make some last minute money to help the coffers to make sure you'll have enough to cover the big payment that's due at the end of the day.
I have an idea for the money.
All right, I guess I'm playing
All right.
counselor perversely.
Because this is because this is not the first time we've had to go with the foxhole Fago incidents, as we like to call them. It actually, that's like, I ended up talking a little bit to Cheryl and realized that they do not have enough bacterial cultures for particular classes that she's doing. That for the classes that she's assistant teaching for. And finding out that Fago really actually, ironically, when you heat it up, is preserving most of this bacteria or culturing the growth very well.
So you're going to try and offload the hot Fago to the local
to the university.
to the university. You're like a resurrectionist, but for hot Fago.
Oh regular heroes, but
Yes.
It's actually double hot fake now because it's stolen and it is quite warm.
Yeah. That would make a lot of money. That could help a lot.
I know you've tried hot fake.
You tried double.
You tried double hot fake.
So you already succeeded on your personal goal. So I guess you probably want to double down on this.
Rob and I are so cool. So
Yeah, Rob and I, you're so cool. Yeah.
connected to everything.
All right, so we'll double down on this because this can't go wrong.
All right.
That's fun.
So how? Yeah, we'll roll and see how your pitch goes. 4.
4.
All right,
It
so it's
carries
riding
over.
forward. All right. Oh yeah, you also have the task that's riding forward. So we have a lot of these riding forward. We'll resolve them all at the end, of course. But Sean is a tester. Yeah. So let's see here.
What was left? Was it Mormon Centaur?
So what's your pitch? Cheryl gives you the number of the biology professor who is in charge of buying new samples. What's his name? Someone give me a name. John.
Smirling.
Smurling. Dr. Smurling.
Dr. Smurling.
All right. Yes. Hello.
Dr. Smurley?
Yes, I'm very busy.
Yes, I'm sorry to bother
I have
you.
a budget to deal with.
This is Herbert.
Samples are very important. Very hard to buy.
Well, this is actually what I'm calling, sir.
Ah, very good.
Just want to let you know, it's like one of your top students actually teaching aid, Cheryl Collingsworth.
Oh yes, excellent
so,
student. Very good.
She mentioned to you the need that you had for at least good sample studies of local, it's like bacteria cultures.
Yes.
And as just kind of weird happened it is, we were talking about that and found a fertile ground behind our one of our local record store here, Revolution Records. So,
What lab are you with? Commercial lab with accreditation from the CDC.
so, well, I don't have that, but Cheryl is.
Licensure is quite important.
Well, I understand too.
And
that,
buy the book.
Well, if you want to go buy the book right now, college. It's like the actual. I remember going through the rule setting for college for sample gathering, and as long as you have one of the accredited master's students going through, you can actually have them take it and then qualify it through a CDC professional after.
I'll have to verify that, young man.
Absolutely, sir. That's
All right,
no
so it's
problem.
riding forward. So both tasks are now riding forward. So that those are both up in the air. We'll resolve those in a little bit because we have Rob. Rob, you only have one task left.
Wake up. I have one job.
Yeah.
Wake up, rub my forehead. Fuck.
Private Rob. I call upon you to execute this traitor.
Stumble in.
Yeah.
Oh, what now?
This old man is not doing what I want him to do. He is not acknowledging my greatness to the spoon aim.
Haven't. Okay, this time I actually get a good look at
Spoon
potential.
line is dead.
Look at potential Nolan. Wait a minute. Oh, I've seen you before. Not in concert. I wouldn't do that. That's an atrocity.
How dare you?
I just did. Sit down.
Okay.
Pull up a seat. Riker straddle that fucker.
Oh God.
Wait, so like you turned it backwards and then you did sort of like a leg sweep over it unnecessarily? Wow.
Oh God.
Unless you're selling, you sell weak shit. I mean, if you sell weak shit, I mean, I can like be more,
Yeah.
organized.
No.
Sit down. Chuck? Is that your name?
Charles Spoo.
Chuck Spoo. The grandson of former Colonel, pointed at his grandfather, Carl Spoo.
He'd sleep in a chair.
At ease. Okay, I'm going to double down on this, and hopefully I don't fuck this up. Actually, if I fuck it up.
You can always call me in too. So.
Yep.
I'm doubling down first off, because
Okay.
I might fuck this up. I don't
Oh,
fuck
you
this
fucked him right up.
I start off from the base. You gotta respect family. I mean, blood, water, whatever. Oh, god damn it. Like, I mean,
You messed it up by getting in a chair in the most inefficient way possible.
Herbert,
What?
get your ass in here.
Why?
One for other shit. There's a neo-funk ghost wandering the streets, but two that's more important. Okay. Just get in here. Could have just been a ghost.
Actually, Neofunk Wandering the Streets is the name of my new wave ska band.
Neofunk Ghost.
I will destroy Revolution Records with my mallet, and none can stop me.
So I just I would have to walk in
He
there.
walks in, sees the mallet, sees the old man holding the squirt gun.
Yeah.
Family problem.
Oh, you didn't know how to handle this one?
Your dad was at home.
Okay, well, this is easy. All right, it's like Chuck, or it's like Charles. So, hold on for a second, Colonel. Can you holster, please? I just need to get by.
At this point, you're
All
rolling.
right, so. Nope.
No, it's just gone bad.
Sorry.
All right.
It's just all
Now,
bad.
also, one of the other two riding forward tasks also fails.
I thought we were resolving those at the end. So.
No, they resolve, like, because you tied, they keep going forward, so you can get multiple ones.
Oh, okay.
But there's two of them right now, and one of them fails. So right now there's the man wandering around high and Dr. Schmerling.
Just Schmerling needs to fail.
Oh God, yeah, he's gonna walk in on this.
We need our hot Fago.
No. He's calling while you're dealing with this.
I'm so sorry.
No, Dr. Schmerling calls while you're doing this. That's pretty easy to do.
Okay.
So you try and calm them, but there's like, no! And they start fighting. And by that I mean he, Potential Bones awkwardly swings his mind around, smashing the cameo and Asia records that you have.
I'm just gonna declare scuffle.
Yeah.
No.
Overall scuffle.
While the Colonel takes out his weapon of last resort, his knuckle dusters.
Fuck! Which we let him keep those?
You don't know. That's the surprising thing. Which he can't really use because of his arthritis. But they're scary looking.
They
so.
were under Mr. Tunnel's bed, and that cat never
He,
fucking moved.
in his panic, he swings back. The mount swings back and smashes into the wall, causing a big hole in the drywall. So, and several posters and fall to the ground. So,
That's what posters are for.
yeah.
Or just gonna put them over that
So
hole.
let's see here. Add 1 to money. That's going to cost.
Shit.
And 1 to morale. So. Yeah, it's kind
I'm
of.
doing my best, man.
You're doing your best.
I tried. I just rolled.
You
for shit.
get. I mean that.
And it ends. What my end goal. I was trying to reach over towards the Polaroid that showed Chuck and the Colonel, with the Colonel handing him his first watermelon.
No,
It's now
unfortunately,
torn in half.
it's torn in half. It's quite tragic.
What? Can we play an entirely different game to explain that event?
Probably.
Back in the day, watermelon smashing was an honor tradition in the Spoo family.
All right, never mind. I'm not into it anymore.
All right. Let's see here. So all three of you already acted. So we go into the epilogue. Do not draw topography in Act 3. Nothing's at a 5 yet, is it?
Nope.
No.
All right. So the records for Revolution Records does get enough money to continue.
Barely.
Barely. But you know what?
Caught that fucking cat.
Did not. Well, no. You have a chance to catch the cat
Oh,
now.
thank God.
But I couldn't unload it with double hot Fago.
Too hot.
It's too hot. So
Nobody's gonna touch that.
the epilogue is played as a final montage during which each player frames 2 brief scenes. So you can also describe what music or what it doesn't have to be the one I'm playing right now. You can describe where you are and what you're doing, and then you have a chance to frame a short scene. So you can always frame a scene where you take a moment with another character setting your relationship to cool. You succeed at a final task of your choosing, or you resolve a writing task any way you want. The man who was high, for example. If both relationships are totally cool, or if you've accomplished your goal, You can additionally frame a scene from this special list. Your character reduces a store trouble by 1, you share a consensual kiss, or you shoot for your goal one last time. Roll for it. So, are both your relationships cool?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, actually, if you could set your relationship to cool with Sydney, and then Sydney could try for the cat.
Okay. That's actually one. So actually coming up apologizing. All right, I want to really apologize. So I realize we're mostly at odds too, and it was unfair of me to try to use our double hot Fago, our only usable drink supply, as an impromptu money-making experiment.
You realize we can't drink the water here, right? Like, we cannot.
We're in Lubbock. What the hell? Well, we're in Lubbock.
No,
What
the pipes are... The pipes are terrible. Do not drink the water. Only hot Fago.
But I didn't want to apologize also in the fact that, damn it, where was that? I did find an album. They're kind of new and it was like first pressing. These guys called Real Big Fish.
All right. I'll give it a shot.
All right. So you set that to cool. So that's your first scene. So we'll come back to you for your second scene. So your first scene. Well, first off, we should resolve your writing task. So, which is the man wandering around.
How do I roll that?
So you can resolve a writing task in any way you want. So what happens to this guy?
I will say the neo-funk ghost becomes a local town legend. And that Revolution Records gets more business from ghost hunters. Because there's a blurry picture of him in the paper. And it looks wrong because it's like not the blue side of the tart, but the reflective side.
Yeah.
So he looks like he glows, and it's 89. Everyone believes in that shit. So the lighting's all fucking off in it, and they're running in the local paper, and we become like half of our customers are looking at the music, and the other half have Ghostbuster shit.
And they buy a lot of.
So your scene would be talking to the reporter, talking up the ghost.
Yeah.
All right, the fun ghost. All right. So big scoop. So Rob. You can take on. Yeah, your relationships are already cool,
yes.
right? All right, so you can succeed at the final task. You're choosing, you resolve a writing task, so you could have one last chance at. Or you just describe what your character's doing in the aftermath.
I'll say in the aftermath. I'm cleaning up the entire mess of this whole thing.
Okay.
You know, the massive fight with a fucking mallet.
Yep.
So I'm basically just covering up walls.
Oh, I'm sure you're real good at that. Stoner.
Maybe Rob has a revelation.
Oh, actually,
maybe the mallet was left behind. And then
I'm
he's
going to say the mallet
oh.
falls over, knocks over like how's this? One of the actual stands of new crap that nobody's ever going to listen to falls over. I find a band. It's going to be obscure. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just going to say it's some made-up band. But I finally found the perfect album.
Oh, okay.
That was my goal.
Well, you can shoot for your goal one last time.
Oh, okay.
So you can do that in the second scene. But the first, let's say, maybe you realize the mallet. That you don't need to sell hot Fago. You can sell a personally used autograph, used by potential mallet.
Okay. Sheer coincidence. You mentioned a Polaroid earlier.
Actual potential melon.
Yeah. Actual potential melon mallet.
Yeah.
That's a new. There's a cover band with that name.
Listen,
APWM?
do you represent actual potential melon? Whatever.
Usually I work
Listen, would you like an authentic Chuck Spoo mallet
Yeah.
that he assaulted his grandfather with?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Staple the Polaroid to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is hardcore as fuck, and I heard you guys are into that.
We are.
That's going on like a hard rock.
Yeah.
Tulsa.
20 years later.
Not a good one.
10 years later, it's on VH1. Yeah, man. This mallet was used as part of Chucky Spoo's spiraled into insanity.
Listen, X number of dollar units in cash, out back of the store. I'll throw in some Fago.
All right. Oh my god, Fago, yeah.
Double hot Fago.
You can't get Fago around here.
I know, we're just outside the distribution. Someday that'll be important, but right now, it isn't.
All right, so that's everyone's first scene. The second scene, Yeah, what's your last chance to...
I have to catch that
Yeah, you each roll 2 dice.
damn cat.
Yeah.
I can just roll 3 dice, right?
Oh, yeah, you got both of them. That's right.
Go.
Damn PFC tumbles.
Oh, you got this.
Yes!
All right, so how do you find AFC tumbles?
I've just given up.
Yeah.
And I've just broken down in the back of the store, and he
Yeah.
just comes up and licks my hand.
Rolls in.
Oh.
You just have to want it enough for tumbles.
All right, so the store cat is back. He purrs.
Yeah.
You scratch his belly 3 times before he, bites you.
And as she finds it, I raise up a boom box that's that has Say Anything. Well, it's all In Your Eyes playing over
You
it.
maybe realize maybe playing that music you play to clear out the store at the end of the day is what attracts Mr. Private Tumbles.
PFC tumbles.
PFC tumbles privately. She loves Peter Gabriel.
So for you, Herbert, Cheryl has been with you all day. You realize she's been hanging out with you all day, and so she's looking at you quite expectantly.
Yeah.
So
Lean in for the most awkward kiss that you have ever
it is
seen.
extremely awkward.
Yeah.
Everyone turns.
I roll my eyes and go back to filming PFC tumbles, hoping he does something funny.
And
He does.
Yes, we're rich.
And the reason why it's awkward is because I realize In Your Eyes is still playing, and I'm desperately trying to shut it off because, oh my god, that fucking happened!
So
Most humorous domestic recordings. Here I go.
it's a cat who tumbles awkwardly into a trench,
Sandbog it.
and then he jumps up, and he's like, meow, and then he falls back down.
Yes.
And that's the catcher is when he jumps up and he's like, help me, and then he falls
The
back down.
timing is great.
Yeah, the timing is amazing. Finally, Rob, you could go for your goal one last time.
So one die that I think.
Yep,
Yeah. Because I was busy doing other things.
you were 3.
I make it.
You do.
I finally take my life coach's advice.
Yeah.
After having wandered off to chase the people around it for a little bit, seemed to help on some weird level, I decide to just go on a basic tour and sample whatever indie band is local to whatever area, because this is still when you have localized scenes. Weird.
By the way, your life coach's advice was to go into the woods. Don't take my advice.
Often grapples with simple concepts.
But if you're like Christopher McCandless out there, that's not good advice.
It was
This looks edible.
it was piled up in my shitty
Nom,
car,
nom,
wind
nom,
up at a
As you pull out that record, what format is it in? Cassette or CD or vinyl?
It's a vinyl.
It's a vinyl. So you're looking at that record. You hear the door open. You forgot to lock it.
Yeah, turn.
There's a man in a suit who's smoking cigars. Like, hey, you got our payment?
Remind me of the exact amount.
It's 3 money units.
Walk back. Give him the 3. Walk forward to the 3 money units. Look at the record.
Yeah.
Nah. Hand him the money units. When he walks out, I was thinking about saying something about actual value, but that just sounds stupid.
Oh, there's my cell phone. He grabs the cell phone that says Big Mikey. So yeah, you do that. Just another day at Revolution Records as this music plays.
Do we get the slow?
It's your store closing music.
Do we get the slow pan up?
Oh yeah, you get the slow pan up. As you two are, as Herbert and Cheryl are laughing and giggling, Mr. Tumbles is meowing, plaintively, and
I'm starting a drug lab in back.
And
Because I realized we're above the law.
and Colonel,
the raid renounced me, but where are my grenades?
it's like Colonel, the Kaiser's
He
dead.
starts throwing Cameo at you. Grenades! Out!
all we have in this damn store?
No, you have a lot more. It's just the Cameo stuff is really useful to throw.
Oh,
It is.
we love you, cameo.
I gotta get. We is strong there.
That's more the royal. I'm sorry.
So that's Damn the Man, Save the Music. He saved the music. So question, comments, suggestions. You guys like it?
Oh, I love this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a solid one shot. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good palate cleanser. So
Yeah. Any thoughts on the system or anything?
No,
Fun.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I kind of like the roundabout because what I was thinking, it kind of reminded me of a little bit was Magical Fury, where you had the round for all the characters making up the narrative as you're going along and having the effect on each other through either the aiding or the possible sabotaging, depending on how you wanted to go with it. But no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we probably could have done more role playing too with that, but yeah,
I think we've explored
the space.
the deep depths of these characters.
Yeah, we're pretty much.
All right, so we bid you adieu and keep the music playing. Bye.
Hi.